Good evening everybody. Today we're going to take a look at one of the many glorious mysteries that surround guitar hero Buckethead, the album that he recorded the day after his heart procedure. So let's begin. Woo! In October 2017, Buckethead gave an out-of-character interview for the Coming Alive podcast, run by Buckethead's personal therapist Barry Michaels. During the podcast, Buckethead spoke about recently having a heart problem where his heart beats out of rhythm.
Really recently, I have a heart problem where my heart beats out of rhythm. It got really intense, so I went to the doctor and they said, "Oh, you're on the verge of having a stroke." They suggested I have this thing called an ablation. So they go in and freeze your heart. And then a day after I had that procedure, I recorded a record with my friend. I just lied in bed and I recorded it.
And ever since that interview, the burning question has been, which album is the one he recorded? So let's take a look. Since the podcast was released on October 10th, 2017, and Buckethead said that the heart problem had happened really recently, we can assume that the album was released sometime within a year from September 2016 to September 2017. In that time, Buckethead released 38 albums. In the lead up to that time period, Buckethead went on his first tour in 4 years in 2016, playing over 75 shows from April 15th to September 25th, during which time he didn't release any pikes. 1 month after the tour finished, Buckethead released his first pike in 7 months, Pike 235, Oniric Pool. During the interview, Buckethead mentions about being wiped out after the heart procedure and about playing in a state.
For me, I was just like, that was a heavy experience. I want to play right now.
That's amazing.
And I want to play that experience, because I've never experienced something. And I was so wiped out too. And it's weird when I've really played in that state before, but it's just to play in that state, there's feeling in that state, there's emotion in there. And I just tried to play that feeling,
So, if we go by Buckethead's words of being wiped out and in a state when describing how he felt at that time, it's easy to eliminate many of the 38 pikes. In fact, because many of the pikes have unique titles, song names and themes, we can eliminate all but 3. Adrift in Sleep Wakefulness, Conjunctio, and the previously mentioned Oniric Pool. Adrift in sleep wakefulness basically means to drift in between being awake and asleep, similar to the feeling of jetlag fatigue or being under anesthetic.
I can imagine, even though you were still probably under the influence of the anesthetic, that there was still a lot of emotion. What's so funny?
The anesthetic, just weird stuff.
Yeah.
Conjunctio basically means a union of 2 opposite things, notably the state in which consciousness and unconsciousness work together in harmony, and oniric basically means to be in a dream or dreamlike state. Of the 38 Pike albums, using Buckethead's words, these 3 albums best describe how he felt at that time. So it's highly likely that the album Buckethead recorded after his heart procedure is one of these 3. And because Buckethead said he recorded it whilst lying in bed, the obvious choice is Pike 272, Conjunctio. The word conjunctio was prominently used by Swiss author and psychiatrist Carl Jung in the 1960s, or as Buckethead referred to him on the 1997 album I Need 5 Minutes Alone, Carl Junghole. Conjunctio was released in August of 2017, a month and a half before the Coming Alive podcast interview.
Really recently.
Made up of 1 unbroken track, there's minimal use of pedals and effects, there's no drum or backing track, and unlike the other 2 Pikes, it's not overly complex, which makes it an album that, by Buckethead standards, he could record at home in bed in 1 day, the day after a heart procedure. So, whilst my money is on Pike 272 Conjunctio, at the end of the day, it's all speculation and it could well be Santa's Toy Workshop. Maybe one day we'll find out for sure, or it'll remain another glorious Buckethead mystery.